Today we are going to unbox a final form Frieza. Actually, most of my Dragon Ball pre-orders decided that all of them will ship at the same time. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them ship within the past month, I think, or past 2 months. So this is one of them. This is from Revenge Studio. I am not familiar with these studios, but I find their Frieza good looking, so that's why I pre-ordered it. This is actually before Prime 1 released their Frieza. And I think both are very similar, but obviously this one is a lot cheaper than Prime 1 since Prime 1 is extremely expensive. So as you can see, we do have a art box. Very purple looking. Very cool art box. We have Frieza here on the front. It says the evil emperor of the universe, final form Frieza, DBZ, quarter scale, LED system, so it will have light up features. And from Revenge Studio, we have a photo of, I think it's Planet Namek, not sure. So this is the statue we are going to unbox. Yeah, nothing else to read. Planet again on the side, and again Frieza. The Revenge Studio is with the E here again. I'm not sure if they did that on purpose. Hopefully not. Anyway, we are greeted with a white styro, but it's very similar to that of the black one. We have Velcro straps. I got number 65. Okay, this looks very fragile, so we need to be careful of that. Let's just get everything from the top. So this is Frieza, and he came in, oh okay, he did not came in one piece. I thought that he did. So his left arm is not here, as well as his tail, obviously that can't be in one piece. Very nice paint, I'd say. Let's just put him right here first. We have a card holder. We have an AC brick for light up features, and a switch, and oh, very nice card. It's actually not a card, it does have the same form. It's actually very heavy. The ES is 111, and the correct spelling of studio is here, which is nice. Let's check out the next one. I think this is part of the base. Yeah. Okay, the tail is here, so let's get that first. The tail is extremely heavy. It's very white. It should have worn gloves. And the base is here next. Okay, the base is very fragile because of these legs. Wow, I'm kind of glad nothing broke. I'm not sure if it's okay. It does fit here, but some of the legs doesn't actually touch the base. It doesn't have a sticker as well. Some of the legs does touch, but some of them don't. I'm not sure if that's okay. Oh, the left arm. Yeah, so we have the left arm here with a magic ball. No, just kidding. We've got everything we need here. Frieza's left foot has a key and peg. Actually, this right foot does have a magnet as well. I think that would help with the statue being stable. Oh, I think it doesn't. It's actually quite scary. It should have been a double key. Maybe the tail would help with stability. Oh yeah, it does. So the tail actually kinda prevents it from leaning because it touches the aura right here. But I guess more on that later in the review. It needs a battery for light up, and I think I'm not sure. We'll figure that out later. There you go. Okay, so it is scary, so I'm gonna put him here instead of that. And I think we have completely assembled the final form Frieza. Anyway, let's do some quick measurements for this custom statue of Frieza. Frieza stands at 23 inches tall and around 14.5 inches wide and around 16.5 inches deep. He is a little deeper than he should be because of his tail at the back. He could be a little wide as well, depends on the angle on you display him. As for the concept, we have Frieza's ship as the base, got lots of these little legs which looks very fragile to me. Up top is we have purple auras where Frieza rests and his tail is actually also resting at the back, which also acts as its support so it doesn't lean back or forward. So yeah, Frieza is very stable. This statue does have light up features for the aura. The ball at his left hand also lights up but needs a different power source from the aura. The aura needs AC, which is very convenient. Actually, first time I've seen photos of this statue, I already fell in love. That's why I pre-ordered it. So I really love the concept of this Frieza. And before I forget, this statue also comes with this gold-plated plate of Frieza with the studio's name, the edition number, the edition size of my unit. Anyway, moving to the sculpt, I gotta say this is a pretty solid and simple sculpt for Frieza. I would say there is no texture on the statue, but I think it doesn't need it anyway. But there are some scratch details on the base. Not a lot, but there are some. As for Frieza, you'd see some of these random lines all throughout his body. I would say there's nothing wrong with his anatomy, and I love his portrait. Also, the reason I bought this statue, because other studios seems to miss his face, and I feel like he doesn't look like Frieza. Anyway, going to the paint, I would say it's pretty simple for the base. It's like the colors you'd see in the Dragon Ball Z show. A lot of shading all throughout the statue, which is a nice touch, especially on Frieza himself. I love the purple they use on him. I'd say overall, the paint is good enough. It's not great, but really it's good enough. Also, since this is almost a white statue, meaning there's a lot of white areas on the statue, so you will see a lot of dirt all throughout the statue. I think it's unavoidable, so you'd see them randomly. Okay, let's talk about some of the issues of the statues. First are the legs on the base. Some of them are not touching the surface. I don't think that it matters that much since he is pretty balanced or stable, but we'll just like to mention that. Next is the paint on probably all of the legs have some sort of defect. Either there's a scratch, a paint chip, or whatever. All of them has them. Lastly is the tail. I think it's inevitable, but the seam is very visible here. But I think it might also be impossible to do a Frieza statue with a fixed tail. And besides, the tail is at the back, so you wouldn't see it anyway, so no worries there. Everything seems to fit perfectly, which is nice. Anyway, with all that said, I would rate this statue an 8. Prime 1 is a similar type of base for their Frieza, but without the legs. I do think the legs are a nice touch to the statue. Prime 1's aura is also a bit more crazy than the simple one this statue has. Oddly enough, Prime 1 used soil as the base for their statue on top of a ship, which is weird. Anyway, after seeing the Prime 1 Frieza, definitely no regrets on purchasing this custom one. It's most likely half the price of Prime 1 and looks more natural and simple in my opinion, which is perfect for my collection, which is museum type statues. So that's the end of the video. If you are looking for something else to watch, you might be interested on my unboxing and review of KDC Super Buu here. Like and subscribe. This is Carl and see you in the next one.